I got a bird, man. Little baby quail. So 17 days since we put in the baby quail, or the eggs. I have a chirp. I have an egg hatched. Yeah! I was pretty depressed. It had been the 14 days plus the 3 days. It's 5 o'clock. It's been exactly 17 days since we put them in the incubator, and I thought, oh my gosh, I lost the whole batch. But there's a peeper in there. Can you see him? He's like right down there. So I hope you can see him. He's moving around a little bit. Maybe he'll get his brothers to wake up and sisters, and they'll all be putting around and happy here in the next couple hours. Woohoo! I got a bird, man. Little baby quail. So this is the brooder. It's just a basic tub with a lid. And oh my gosh, we have a hatch and number 2. So incubator number 2 just hatched an egg. That's the first one I've heard out of there. So I'm thinking we have at least 3 quail this morning. This is cool. Okay, the brooder has warmed up, and I've got my lamp up here. So anyway, the brooder's warmed up. You can see the sensor down there to 101.8. I just moved it up, the lamp up about an inch, maybe inch and a half, and I'm waiting for it to give me a changed reading on the thermometer. So little by little getting there, and once I get it to a nice even 100 and it stays there, then we will put all the things in and then put the birds in. So you can see I have this little arrangement here where I have the 1/2-inch hardware wire. It's in a frame, wooden frame. Sits around a bin that will collect any water and shaving pieces that do come up here. So it keeps the water cleaner longer. And it keeps the water out for the birds. It keeps the water off of soaking down the bedding. It's a nice way to do it. I really liked it, so Ken made me the frames, and we're going to see how they work. Hopefully they work great. All right, we'll talk at you later when I get more news. So I'm in the bathroom, and this is our quail birthplace. We have hatched quail. This is our brooder, or excuse me, our incubator number 1. And we filled it at 5 o'clock on April 20th, which was a Saturday, and kept it going until day 14, not counting the day that we filled it. So starting 24 hours from 5 o'clock p.m. and we went 14 days, and we put them in lockdown. And last night I was almost in tears at about 4 o'clock because we hadn't had any signs of life. I was rather distraught that I'd killed the birds. But about 5:45, lo and behold, babies happened. And now, I don't know if you can see them through there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6, 7. We got birds. We got baby quail. They're alive. Thank God. I was really nervous. I was really nervous we weren't going to have them. So, out of 84, we have 84 eggs. We got quite a few that have hatched in here, and I'm going to guess it at like a dozen because it's a fairly good sized brooder. As you can see, there's my hand. So we've had 48 eggs in this one, 36 in the other, and we have birds! Yay! Look at them! Okay, I'm getting ready to put them over into our brooder. This is the brooder. We have a water tower with little rocks inside there. I washed the rocks off. If we have anything in this place, we have lots of rocks here. And I have a starter. This is a game bird starter, actually game bird feed. It comes in crumbles, so it's already ready for them. And I just wet it down a little bit to make it easier for them to eat. I have our temperature gauge down there, and the light shines down right in that spot, maybe just off a couple inches from it. So if they get too hot, they can come over on this side or in the corner, or even up here if it gets too hot. But we are running at, oh, it went up, so 101.1. So it's right in that range. I think it's because I have the bathroom door closed right now. So that'll make a little bit of difference as to the temperature. So I am going to, and this is brooder number 2. And I have at least one bird in there that's alive. Yay! And I think there's 2. But I'm going to leave them in there. They just started hatching this afternoon. So like around noon. And we're just going to let them go. And maybe this evening we'll take out the dry ones, since we're supposed to not take out wet birds, take out the dry birds. So we are going to come in here and see what we can see. And then I'm going to start transferring into the brooder here in just a minute. Alright, I have the brooder set up. I put the temperature gauge over on the side, over here. I have food in, water's ready, and we have deep bedding. So we're going to give this a shot. I'm going to move the camera to a position that I hope we'll be able to pick these up. I don't want to leave this open very long, and I don't have enough hands at work, so I just have to do what I can. Alright, I'll try and reposition this and get us started. Okay, I have the camera set. I have a couple of lights with me, and hopefully you'll be able to see the birds as they come into the I'm sorry, as they come into the brooder. I'm trying to set a flashlight up so where you can see maybe a little better, but it is just not going to work. Well, we'll see if that works. And my other light, I have Not sure if these are in the camera angle or not. I'm thinking they're probably not. Alright. Oh, we got a new hatchling right there. There he comes. Well, he's trying anyway. Okay. One bird. Oh my god, they're so tiny. Tiny, tiny birds. You're still wet. Oh my gosh. Birds, birds, birds. Turn off the sensor so. Oh my lord, okay. Can't do it with this in hand. Lights off. Don't know if you can see anything or not. Trying to find the dry ones. So that's 14 little babies in here. There's still 6 in the incubator. They seemed a little wet, so I haven't done them yet. They all got a taste of water, I think, I hope. And they're finding their way around okay. They're making cute little noises. Loudest ones are actually coming out of the incubator. Okay, I'm going to put the food down a little bit so they can get to it. There you go. Nobody shivering. A little tiny one trying to get into the feed. I think he's just trying to move, not necessarily to eat, but just move. He's the tiniest one in here. Just fell out of it. I hope he does okay. And there's 2 back in the back corner. Wow, they are so small. Absolutely cute. Look at that. Okay. Good. I don't want you to get cold, so more water. there. Oh, it's warm. Anybody else there? That's where they're all going. Over there. Over there. Find everybody else. Right now our daytime temperatures are in the 60s, supposed to be in the 70s here soon. And nighttime temperatures are in the 40s, so it's still pretty cool out for them. Probably be 3 weeks or more before we put them out, and that would be with a heat lamp so they can stay warm out there too. Most likely they'll go in our barn, which is right under our house. So that'll help them keep a little bit warmer, just being inside like that. I'm just thrilled. This is awesome. I love watching them. Okay, I'll be in here for the rest of the day probably. And I'll try and get some video off to you guys so you can all enjoy these too. Ooh, somebody's eating. Nice. I left the lid off of their food, figuring they'll just go in and out of the holes anyway. They were not meant for these